Kenya and Uganda have sealed 8 new agreements aimed at unlocking cross-border trade, joint development projects and regional integration. The deals signed during President Yoweri Museveni's visit to Nairobi build on years of cooperation, with President William Ruto saying the pact will deliver real change for citizens on both sides of the border, from transforming Busia town to expanding the railway and tackling illicit trade. The agreements signaling a new phase in East Africa's push for shared prosperity. Chumba tells us more.
It is a handshake of renewed partnership and a promise of shared progress. At State House, Nairobi, Presidents William Ruto and Yoweri Museveni signed 8 new memoranda of understanding in a ceremony that marked a new chapter in the long-standing Kenya-Uganda partnership. The agreements touch nearly every sector, from agriculture and tourism to mining, trade and infrastructure, all with one goal.
Our cooperation in these areas aims to catalyze economic development, foster people-to-people ties, and ensure that our engagements translate into tangible benefits for the peoples of our two countries.
One of the standout projects, the Greater Busia Metropolitan Development, will turn the cross-border town into a thriving joint hub with shared infrastructure and market expansion.
Busia Metro project, which will be undertaken between this year and 2028, will seek to facilitate the implementation of joint programs on infrastructure and other development projects in Busia.
The transport deal lays the foundation for the long-awaited extension gauge railway from Naivasha to Malaba and into Uganda, with a parallel upgrade of the Nairobi-Nakuru Mau Summit Road.
We intend, with all programs being in place, to begin that program before the end of this year, to ease transport and logistics between our two countries and also into the East African region.
In the push for quality trade, the two nations agreed to strengthen coordination between their national standards agencies, aiming to eliminate counterfeit and substandard goods and restore confidence in regional trade. There is more. The Mining Pact will address cross-border smuggling and promote responsible exploitation, while the Fisheries and Agriculture Agreements aim to unlock the full potential of the blue economy and ensure food security through crop and livestock health.
The MOU that has been signed here on fisheries will also facilitate the use and sharing of the resources in the blue economy in a manner that does not create acrimony, but promotes harmony between the peoples of that region.
The leaders also addressed long-standing challenges, including the Migingo fishing dispute and ongoing non-tariff barriers that have slowed trade and hurt small traders.
Your Excellency, I must also commend you and the government of Uganda for facilitating greater understanding of the communities around the Little Rock in Migingo, and the conversation that we have had on how we should bring greater harmony and greater understanding of the communities there, and how we can facilitate the joint sharing of resources.
Plans to build the region's largest steel factory, a joint industrial venture expected to cut steel imports and boost exports, solidifying Kenya and Uganda's place in Africa's manufacturing value chain. For President Museveni, the message was simple: East Africa must unite its markets, build local industries, and chart its economic destiny.
The Republic of Uganda has no access to the ocean. South Sudan, Rwanda, Burundi, Central African Republic, Chad, I think Chad also, even Ethiopia, that big country, no access to the sea. So, and people are not working to solve that. They are content. President, minister, what are you ministering?
With the new deals, Kenya and Uganda are not just reaffirming friendship, they are banking on a future where East Africans trade together, build together, and rise together. Ben Chumba, Prime Edition.